Welcome back, everyone, for a nice and quick Cobra Kai Season 3 watch party. Production starts after Labor Day, and it seems the cast had their first table read. This prompted Ralph Macchio, who is one of the few people I actually follow on Twitter and Instagram, to take a shot of his script and post it as a story. Now, I was busy at the time and was only looking at it on my phone, but even I looked at the width of the whited out title and figured it must be about 9 or 10 letters. I made a guess to myself, Aftermath. A little later, I see some other people zoomed in, and you can see indeed through that white spot that the title of Season 3, Episode 1 is Aftermath. It was actually a bit of a weird moment for me to see I had it right, since I was literally just eyeballing it on the fly. Sometimes I do freak myself out. This is a straightforward title and not very surprising, as anyone with a brain would know the first episode was going to have to deal with what happened at the end of Season 2. But that confirmation is good, and I will update my episode list the next time you see it. Now, also a little revealing is through the title page we can see the cast in order of appearance. Well, just like that, we can start to put together the first episode. So let's take a shot. I had trouble with the first name on the list, but I'm certain the second name is Miguel. Now, I was thinking the season may open in the hospital, but then I realized the first name is 5 letters ending in Y. I thought it said Danny, but then that doesn't make any sense. Then, it's Robbie. So the first 2 names are Robbie and Miguel. That means we're probably opening with a flashback. Probably this scene. And over the edge he goes. That still hurts. This will be a good way to get us back in context of what just happened. Moving down, the third name on the list does appear to be Crease, played by Martin Kove. The next few names after that are characters that haven't been cast yet. Remember, this is an all-inclusive list, so even minor characters who may not even have a line but are in a scene will be included. If we look at this name, I'm not sure if this is LEO as in Law Enforcement Officer, or maybe it's just LEE as in Lee. But if we notice the fourth name on the list, the character appearing right after Crease has a first and a last name. Now that's a little strange. Even some recurring characters don't have a last name. That seems to indicate this character, who is not yet cast, is somewhat important. Maybe even quite a bit important. Well, the first name is clearly Maria, so we can see that. The last name is a little harder to make out. So it's looking like it's about 7 or 8 letters long. Also remember, everything is in block capital letters. The last 2 letters, well, I see this is down and to the right, and this is like a zigzag, so I'm thinking it ends in LS. The second letter has a cross at the top and down in the middle. Can't make out the bottom, but as the second letter, I think it's an I. The first letter has 2 up and down lines and something connecting in the middle. It resembles this letter, and I think that's an N. So I see NI and then LS. Maybe Nichols? Is this character Maria Nichols? A new character important enough to have both a first and a last name? So important that this character would be talking to Crease in the very first scene of Season 3? I think there was a YouTube video out there somewhere about someone named Nichols. You can probably try to find it. Oh, hey, there it is in the corner. Just click that card to watch that video. I'll also link it at the end just so you can see it. And since the part hasn't been cast yet, I would suggest Janelle Kerfman. I think she could take the role and fit in well. You gotta admit, she kind of looks the part, doesn't she? I don't know, that's just my opinion for whatever that's worth. And so moving on, we have Vas Sanchez, who plays Nestor, this guy. And then we have listed Moon. This is a little surprising, and I'm not really sure what to make of it. Nestor could even be in the scene with Crease if he were at the convenience store when that is happening, but I don't think so. There are other characters on this sheet, and I tend to think what is going on is people are trying to figure out what was going on. Like, what does Nestor know about Cobra Kai and maybe Miguel? Certainly that feels like the case with Moon. She just had that party where everyone was drunk and ready to throw down. Maybe she needs to explain why everyone was ready to fight and then took that fight right into school. Obviously, she tried to stop it and was just about to calm things down by passing out the low-calorie weed when the stupid police showed up. Ruined everything. It's all the cops' fault. But seriously, whatever happened to Moon with all that drinking at her home with no parents, and everything that happened at school really started at her party, I think this is going to come up. Oh, shit! Then we have Johnny, followed by a couple of new characters not yet cast. Don't really know what to make of this. Obviously, Johnny is in a bad spot, maybe trying to get home or get a new car, who knows. Then we see there's an Officer Jackson. Officer Jackson is known for having the most unique and uncommon name in the Valley. There's only ever one Officer Jackson. You can say that name and everyone knows you're referring to him. Or her, or both.
Gender what? Hey, is this a prank call?
Yes, I think that was Officer Jackson on the phone trying to enroll her son, daughter in Cobra Kai. It didn't work out. Anyway, I think Officer Jackson is going to be in this scene with Amanda, Daniel, and this guy, Principal Lopez. This is the scene where Daniel and Amanda are pissed. A girl was attacking their daughter. And, well, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think the scene could go a lot of different ways. It'll be in my Season 3 predictions. So that's where we're at. A little glimpse into the first episode of Season 3. I hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, these aren't my favorite videos. I prefer to actually talk about the show, but I'm happy to make this for you. But do leave comments and tell me what you think. I want to hear. Also, subscribe to the channel, please. I promised some videos on Sam. Those are coming. I'm going to be making more Season 3 videos as well. So stick around and check them out. Subscribe now because that is the best way to do it. Hey, there's that Nichols video again. Click that if you haven't already seen it. Otherwise, check out my channel. If you like how I break stuff down here, you'll love it in the other videos. Lots of great stuff. Have a great day. I hope to see you again very soon.
I tried my best. I thought I was doing all right.